Preparing for your citizenship interview can feel overwhelming, but mastering the oral exam comes down to understanding how the country's rulebook functions. We will tackle this step by step. Let's start with question 1. What is the supreme law of the land? The official answer is the Constitution. Written in 1787, it is the oldest written national law still in use. Every state and federal rule must align with it. Think of the Constitution as the skeleton of the United States. Your skeleton holds your body together. Without it, the structure collapses. The Constitution provides that same support for the country. That leads to question 2. What does the Constitution do? There are 3 correct answers, and they act like a job description for the government. You can remember them with the letters S, D, and P. It sets up the government, it defines the government's power, and it protects the basic rights of Americans. Here you can see the opening words of this document. This brings us to question 4. The Constitution starts with "we the people." What does "we the people" mean? While many nations at the time were ruled by kings, this phrase established that the government only has power because the citizens choose to give it to them. The correct answers for your test are self-government, government by the people, or consent of the governed. The American system functions because the citizens actively consent to be governed by this single, supreme rulebook. The founders knew the document was not perfect, so they included a way to fix it. Question 5 asks, what do we call changes to the Constitution? The answer is amendments. If you struggle with this word, look at the middle of it. You see the word mend. When your jacket gets a hole, you mend it. When the Constitution needs a repair, you amend it. Question 7 asks, how many amendments does the Constitution have? The answer is 27. It takes a massive majority in Congress and the states to pass one, so it rarely happens. If you blank on the number, count the letters in Senate. There are exactly 6. Add 2 plus 7, and you get 9, which matches the number of Supreme Court justices who interpret those laws. These 27 changes represent shifts in who participates in American life. While the original Constitution did not allow women to vote, the 19th Amendment, driven by the women in this image, added that right to the law in 1920. This document shows the very first batch of those changes, which brings us to question 3. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The answer is the Bill of Rights. States demanded these protections immediately as a condition for joining the Union. Think of a restaurant bill. It is a list of exactly what you are owed. This is a list of 10 rights the government can never take away. By making the rulebook adaptable, the founders ensured that individual liberties could be explicitly protected even as societal norms changed over the centuries. Let's look at those protections. Question 6 asks, what is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? You only need to provide one answer, but you can remember all 5 with a snap of your fingers. SRAPP, speech, religion, assembly, press, and petition. Question 10 asks, what is freedom of religion? Many early colonists arrived seeking to escape systems where a king dictated how they worshipped. Freedom of religion means the government cannot force you to attend a specific church. Like a restaurant menu, you can practice any religion or choose to practice nothing at all. By removing the government's power to control personal belief, the First Amendment established a system where individual choice is protected from state interference. We must separate the Constitution from an earlier document. This broadside brings us to question 8. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Written in 1776, it announced that the 13 colonies were separating from Britain. Picture Thomas Jefferson with a megaphone, loudly declaring a breakup with the king. Your official answer is, announced our independence, declared our independence, or said the United States is free. Let's test your memory. Question 9. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Speak your answer before the timer runs out. If you named any 2 of these 3, you passed. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Just remember the letters LLP, or the 3 things every human needs: to be alive, to be free, and to be happy. Let's lock them in. 1. Supreme law, the Constitution. 2. What does it do? Sets up the government. 3. First 10 amendments, Bill of Rights. 4. We the people, self-government. 5. Changes, amendments. 6. First Amendment right, speech. 7. How many amendments? 27. 8. Declaration due, announced our independence. 9. 2 rights, life and liberty. 10. Freedom of religion, practice any religion, or not practice a religion. You now have a grip on the foundation of United States law. With these first 10 answers mastered, you have a baseline for the structural branches of government we will cover next.